Okay, this informational video is for the upper management at Allstate. 3 weeks ago, we had a fire. 3 weeks ago Sunday, we were shipping off my stepson to the Army about 11 o'clock in the morning. This fire happened. Nobody's came out here to visit this site yet. We called about 10 minutes after it happened. They keep promising me an adjuster is going to come out. ServPro came out the day before, or the day after, and says pretty bad. You're probably going to go over your limit here. We're going to let them know and see if they'll come out. Well, since they've told them that, they don't want to deal with ServPro anymore, so they've sent out a couple other contractors. So have I. They've all said the same thing. So they said, okay, well, you're covered after about a week, but no one came out. Then they called to say, oh, we got a problem. You have a business address on Google here. I explained to them I can't change that. Google won't let me change it. But at any rate, I have a concrete business. I do flat work, so I needed commercial insurance and automobile insurance. So I went to Allstate and got that. My adjuster, Stephen Burkholz, or not my adjuster, the guy who sold me the insurance asked if I wanted homeowners insurance. I said, sure, give me a quote. And I was talking to him and explained to him I have a lot of tools and stuff in my shop. He goes, you may want to up your personal. I said, okay. I don't usually do that with my vehicles or anything. It costs much money, but I do have a lot of investment in tools, my whole lifetime investment. So I said, okay, we'll do that. So we did, but at any rate, we had this here fire. I've been with these guys only since 23. We had this fire in here. It melted everything out of the ceiling, all over everything. All my tools and items are rusting now pretty badly. And so about that address, they said there's a business address here. I said, well, they knew I had an address here. I bought my commercial insurance from, so that's all fine. So they said, so these tools are probably for your business. I said, nope, no concrete tools in here. Well, we need documentation. We're going to cover the building, but these personal tools, we don't know about covering these because these are probably for your business. So we need documentation showing that these are all your personal items in here. I said, everything? Like exactly what? I've had some tools since I was 15 years old. And they said, you need to prove what your personal items. We need documentation saying these are your personal items. We need tax records. So I gave them tax records back from 04, or not 04, I'm sorry, 2020. So 4 years of taxes I gave them. Showed them my items listed on my tax records. Showed them where those items are located on my property. None of them are in here. So we went through that and a couple week process, and so now at this point they say, okay, since you have all that information, we really believe you that these are personal tools. I'm like, oh my God, thank you. This is going away. We're going to actually get this thing done. No. We have another question. So only contractor would have this many tools. This is a separate business, isn't it? No, these are my personal tools. And they say, well, what do you do with your tools? I get interrogated every time I talk to them. They always ask me the same questions over and over. What do you do with your tools? What do you make? Do you sell the things you make? I explained to them, no, like I made this for Halloween a couple days before. I'm still working on it, sitting here on the bench. So items I do in my shop. Every bench is full of my personal stuff, not a business. So I made that Halloween 2 days before, still not done. I made this forge thing last year, and I also made a lumber mill. I can't think of it, a lumber mill thing. Texas lumber. Anyways, I made this forge. That's what I do back here. I got my KX500 I had for about 20 years now. I was collecting this to sell as a collector's item. It only has 8 hours on it. I got my boat motors back there, a pipe bender for doing roll bars. I've never built a roll bar, but I do have that in case I want to ever build one. So now the motivation is this is a business in here. So now we don't have to cover your building or your personal property, because we believe those are your personal tools. So we're past that. But gosh, you're running a business in there. No, I'm not. So now they want my business insurance declaration page in case they can find some fine print in there to not be able to pay for this, I guess, or something. None of this in here is insured in my business. So they're drawing strings for that, and then now they want taxes showing I have no extra income. So if I walk dogs on the weekend, I guess that's not allowed. I don't know what extra income is, what it means for this place, but this is obviously my personal items. I have this in here I was working on. I was doing valve covers, or valve adjustment. And here I have this hood that goes to a truck I've had for about 20 years. I'm doing body work on that right there. And here's my bodywork tools. Here's my lathe that's bad shape now. So all this stuff, these are all my rooms in my shop with all my personal items in that I'm working on. So I don't see how they even think that there's a business here when they can see every portion of my shop is taken up by personal things. This is a wood shed. It comes in a box, so we had to bring it here and weld these pieces together. Then we were going to paint them, but now they're all rusty from this. So we can't do that now. So that's my personal items, and so this is what I'm doing in my shop. Every place is taken up by projects that I'm working on that are of my own, and they keep asking the same questions. What do you do with those items? What do you make in there? Are you selling them? Answer is no. So then they start drawing out strings. I said, oh, well, you have an office. It's a boat. So I went down, took pictures of my office, proved it to them. And now, so they say, well, gosh, do you take your tools down to your boat to work on your boat? So not these tools. That's not portable. That toolbox there is about 3,000 pounds. And these are all these tools. They're not portable. So I explained to them, I've already told you what I would use for my business tools and where they're located. I've already sent pictures. But they still interrogate me and ask me the same silly questions over and over and over. Now drawing out strings, do I work on my office with my personal tools? No, I don't. I explained to them and showed them I have a lot of mechanics tools that are in things that are to go. So that way, if I have to work on something on the job or something, I can take them with me. Some are brand new still. I've got doubles of things. I've got triples of things, you know. So I've already explained all this. It's real obvious that there's no business in there whatsoever. But that would allow them to not pay for my building either. So they're really, really trying to find anything they can on a technicality, and coming up with absolutely nothing makes any sense because it's pretty obvious what I work on in here. They've been sent pictures and videos by many contractors. They're all the same. Things I make. I made. Learned how to TIG weld. Did some bronze. That's bronze TIG right there. I made for smash burgers. For barbecues. Oh, I know that looks like a commercial thing there. No, I'm not selling hamburgers here. There's no commercial. I know there's 2 barbecues, but it's not a commercial outfit. It's not a backyard business here either. I actually made that so we can make smash burgers for the family. Made a lot of little different things. There's something in my trailer that I showed them that I made, a little electrical box. That's my monster truck sitting in front of my shop. So they still are insisting that this is a business. So they don't have to pay for my building or any of my personal property. So hopefully none of you folks have to go through this nightmare, and hopefully the upper management gets this and they can realize that this is my lifetime savings of tools, things I've had since I was 15 years old, 8th grade, like those things like these Uncle Coy's wrenches that he gave me when I was a kid. He passed away, and I got them, and I bought those brand new at a garage sale when I was 8th grade. I was selling new tools. Then they asked me, so now I need, even though they're trying not to cover it, they want receipts and proof for any new tools. Well, those are, when I was 15, I don't have it. Explained to them some tools are brand new, never even used. Well, they say you definitely have to have receipts for those if they're brand new, or maybe you bought them on an account somewhere. Can we see your account that you bought them on? You know, I paid cash for that, Hard Freight Tools. It's never been bolted down. Never been bolted down, and it's been taped like that for 15 years since I've lived here, for the move here. I made this for 2 days before Halloween. I made that thing, sitting here on the bench. So, yeah. And where I got all these tools, from all over the place. A lot I drove to Seattle from. I've traded my cousin for some. I've traded things for other tools. My uncle brought me one from California on a trailer. Just all over the place. So hopefully this helps upper management see that there's no business being made in here. This is my hobby shop that I've worked real hard to acquire forever. And hopefully they'll take care of me, because you know what they say, you're in good hands with Allstate. But so far, not so much. I think that's a myth. So thanks for watching, and hopefully nobody else has to go through this. It melted everything on the ceiling. Oh, and what else will we use the shop for? Camping gear, like ice chests. Those are my speakers. It melted the top of it off. The tops down there melted up. Then I got a weight bench, and I have, so there's actually photos up there. We haven't looked at them yet because we're scared to see what they look like. And then there's furniture and things up there. And that's, so no, this is not a business shop. if they'd send an adjuster out here, they'd probably really be able to see that. A human would be able to tell. So have a great day, folks. Oh, and the lift. I even showed them the lift. So this won't house my big work trucks. It's only a 7,000 pound lift. I have F450s that have huge boxes and things, so it won't go on there. So I actually showed them on my tax records that I have 2 more lifts on a trailer on the tax records way out back that are sitting there for my work trucks. I showed them that too. Nothing's helped. Nothing's helped. They keep drawing at strings, looking for a technicality to not pay for this. So beware when you get insurance from Allstate, or I guess anybody, it's just a big sham. This is how I feel about this. And being interrogated every time you call, asking the same questions, more questions of things you've sent pictures of, proof you've already given them. It's just ridiculous. So anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great day.